How's it going, everybody? Happy Friday, happy Friday. Hello, hello. What's up, Killing It Sense? How's it going, everybody? Happy Friday, happy Friday. Uh, there's quite a bit of stuff that we could talk about today. I didn't look too much into the news today, to be honest, because I want to try something new. I think on Fridays I'm just gonna kind of like do my normal looking around for news, but I'm gonna do it live. Do it live because there's not a ton of stuff to talk about on Friday anyway. A lot of the stuff's been talked about throughout the week. It's not often we get major stuff on Fridays. I mean, even this story that I have pulled up isn't like super major or anything. It is interesting, but well, we'll get into my thoughts on it, and then I have another story or two that we can talk about, and then after that, I'll just be looking around for other stories, hanging out with you guys, and then we'll go into our Friday weekend. Anyway, the first story that I want to get it. Well, what did you say? If Bondi steps down, okay. Well, so we're going into that anyway. So let me transfer. Let's transfer over to that screen. If we're you already know what I'm gonna bring up. Killing it. So transition over here. Boom. And what's it called? So you have this from Laura Loomer, the scoop. FBI Director Cash and Dan Bongino are livid with Attorney General Pam Bondi over her DOJ memo and the lack of transparency from her office regarding the Jeffrey Epstein files. Source tells me Dan Bongino is taking the day off today from his job as Deputy Director of the FBI, and there's now speculation on whether or not he will return to his job at the FBI. Over his disgust with the Bondi, or she says Blondie, with Bondi's lack of transparency and handling of the Epstein files. Pam Bondi has brought total embarrassment to President Trump, J.D. Vance, Dan Bongino, and Kash Patel. She has also lied to the American people. I'm told Cash and Bongino are furious with Bondi and the blowback she has caused them with her lack of transparency. Kash Patel and Dan Bongino should call for Bondi to publicly resign today to save themselves and to also push for full transparency into the Epstein files. This is an issue the American people care deeply about. Someone needs to be fired for this. Giving Bondi courtesy to resign is more than she deserves. Trump should just fire her. So let's see. What did you say? Killing it in the chat. You said if Bondi steps down and Gates steps up, I am calling PSYOP, and I also going to be pissed because that means they're playing games. I mean, yeah, I agree there, but what I'm seeing with this personally is this just seems like they're gonna use Bondi as the scapegoat. They see the backlash they're getting from this because of how poorly they handled things, and the Bondi's gonna be the scapegoat. That's how I feel about it. But I don't know. I could be wrong. We'll see where it goes with this. I hope this isn't the end of the Epstein stuff. We've all been talking about it all week. There's no way this is the end of it, and to shut it so abruptly is utterly ridiculous. I asked a question last night on Timcast in the uncensored portion on Rumble Premium only, and I asked them. I was like, "Is this a stain on the Trump administration?" And the answer was basically absolutely. Like, there's way more that they could have done to be more transparent with this. Let's say what they're saying is absolutely true. That's entirely besides the point. The entire point is that they weren't transparent in the revealing of this stuff, and we 100% know that the official story that they just released is not the actual story. Is it poorly handled or is it planned? I called for Bondi's resignation like 2 to 3 months ago on X. I mean, I haven't liked Bondi from the start. I didn't know who she was before this, and I was like, all right, I'll give her a chance, whatever. And she hasn't done anything good. Like, I haven't liked her. I don't really care. But I don't think it's just Bondi. I look at the way Trump responded to it. He didn't even want Bondi to respond to it. He was perfectly fine with the book being shut. So they're just using her as a scapegoat. Don't get distracted, people. Remember Trump's response to this. In fact, you know what? I played it earlier this week, but I'm gonna play it again. Here, let me transfer. Let's transfer over to here. I'm now in the gymnasium. What's called? Let me pull this up. Let's pull this up. All right. Well, I could just type it up here. So, Donald Trump on Epstein. This better not pull up some weird stuff. Let's see. There was a video earlier this week. I had it from earlier this week. Oh, you know what? Maybe I sent it to my group chat. Hang on. This is from July 6th. Donald Trump didn't want to release Epstein files because of phony stuff. Now we know there was never a plan to release it. What is this? This is from July 6th, but I don't think this clip is from July 6th. Yo, what's up, Fishy? How's it going? Okay, let's play this clip. I want to see what this is. This is what the Friday shows are. We're going to find the news together, guys.
Would you declassify the 9/11 files?
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
Yeah.
Would you,
I did a lot of it.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
I guess I would. I think that less so because, you know, you don't know. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world. But I think I would.
Would you declassify?
Ooh, I did not. I've never seen that clip. I don't like that clip. That's a bad one. Okay, here is this the. Okay, I think this is the clip I was thinking of. That's not the full clip though. There's a longer one. There's one with Pam Bondi too. Here, let's watch this one. This should be the one that I was thinking of.
He did work for an intelligence agency. So could you resolve whether or not he did? And also, could you say why there was a minute missing from the jailhouse tape on the night of the staff?
Yeah, sure. If
Hey,
I
Pam,
could,
could I just interrupt for
Sure.
1 second?
So keep in mind, while they're now turning to Pam Bondi as the scapegoat, saying it's her fault that there was no transparency. Remember, this was also this week. Let's watch.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
I mean, yeah, that statement just shows he's either disconnected from his own base or he's outright lying. Like, this is clearly something that has mattered to people. And even this clip here, he knows it matters to people because it's being bunched into the same grouping as 9/11 files, RFK files, and then Epstein files. They're being grouped within the same class of things that need to be declassified. And he's like, oh, it doesn't matter. He sounds like he was choking up on the Epstein files. Yeah, it sounds like he was having second thoughts after answering, yes, I would declassify it. Oh, there might be fake stuff in there. Oh, if there's fake stuff in there, I'm sure you have the proof to show that it's fake. I don't know. That would be my argument. To be honest, I don't really care that much about the files, but with all the secrecy behind it, it makes me want it more and more, etc. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, it would have been better if they just didn't say anything, because now it makes people care more because of the way he's responding to it, and then the lack of transparency going about answering questions regarding it. It would have been better if they just didn't say anything. Just kick the can to the next administration. And I get it. There was people saying, "Oh, you don't want to spin." One way it was said to me last night was, "You don't want to have to spin plates for the next 4 years." Like, you don't have to juggle having to deal with that and answer questions. Yeah, I get that to an extent, but I don't think it's that hard to just ignore it. Just like go put your worst agent on it and like pull people off the case, stuff like that. I don't know. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. What other stuff can we talk about here? Let me close out of that. Let's get out of that window. Never know what you'll find on Twitter. Got to be careful when you're scrolling through it. But yeah, as far as Laura Loomer goes, let's see. We have this also from Laura Loomer. Just in CNN, Caitlin Collins is now confirming my exclusive report about how Dan Bongino is considering resigning from the FBI over his clash with Pam Bondi and the DOJ over his mishandling of the Jeffrey Epstein files and the lack of transparency at the DOJ. Notice how they don't even cite my reporting, even though I was first to break the news about him taking the day off and contemplating resigning. Follow me and Loomer Unleashed for the scoop first. Well, yeah, she did get the story first, say, from what I could tell. But as far as this goes with Dan Bongino resigning, my perspective on it, and this is just my theory, right? You're here for my opinion on it. My opinion on it is that if Dan Bongino does resign, It's because he got in, got scared or whatever happened, whether what the FBI is saying and the current story is real or not, whatever happened, right? It wasn't the outcome that Dan Bongino probably thought, and it's not the outcome I certainly was hoping for. So he's probably like, regardless of whether you believe the official story or believe they're lying, like I do, Dan Bongino is probably just trying to save face. He got in, didn't get what he wanted, didn't get what his fans wanted, didn't get what we all wanted for this Epstein stuff, and now he's trying to save face. He's just like, all right, well, let's just cut my losses and use Pam Bondi as a scapegoat. I mean, it's not a bad idea. His whole reason for getting in there was he wanted to go after people for this Epstein stuff, right? And if he can't get it for whatever reason that may be, whether it doesn't actually exist, we don't have the evidence, or they just won't let him, yeah, I guess resigning is the only option. What did Caitlin Collins say? It's accurate that Dan Bongino has told people he's considering resigning amid a major clash. Okay, so she's just re-reporting. Okay, let's go to this one. I don't like the way Newsweek talks about it. We have this from the Independent. FBI Deputy Chief Dan Bongino MIA from work after clash over Epstein files with Attorney General Pam Bondi. This is the report. The FBI Deputy Director, Dan Bongino wasn't at work Friday after he clashed with Attorney General Pam Bondi over the Epstein files, according to a new report. Bongino clashed with Bondi at the White House on Wednesday over the recent memo from FBI and Justice Department revealing that Jeffrey Epstein did not keep a client list. We talked about this earlier this week. The memo is disgusting. Not do I only agree with you, I will add a cherry on top. They flat out lied to him. Yeah. Anyway, but we could also, I mean, can we, is this the memo? Do they have the memo? I want to pull up the memo again. We're just rehashing things a little bit, to be honest, not gonna lie. Where did it go? I want the actual memo. Do we have a picture of the memo? I'll find it. It's fine. Anyway, more came a month after billionaire Elon Musk accused President Donald Trump of appearing in the so-called Epstein files, which are redacted court documents that name his alleged associates and victims. Epstein died shortly after he was indicted on federal sex trafficking charges. Bondi confronted Bongino over a News Nation article, which reported that he and FBI direction Kash Patel, I believe that's supposed to say director. He and FBI Director Kash Patel said they wanted more information about the Epstein files released earlier, but were held back from doing so. Bongino reportedly told Bondi he didn't leak that information. White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles, Deputy Chief of Staff Taylor, they'll witness the clash, according to the outlet. A source close to Bongino told Axios that he ain't coming back after skipping work today. CNN's Caitlin Collins has also reported that sources say Bongino is poised to quit. Like Joey has said before, though, if you've seen the list, if you're one of these people that have seen the list, just start naming names, man. Just start naming names. Who gives a shit at this point? A senior administration official claims that Bongino was in favor of releasing this video until it stirred up controversy. Bongino found the video with the missing minute. He vouched for it after a thorough review, he said, and he thought this would end the matter. When that didn't work, he lost his mind and ran out of D.C. A senior administration official claims that Bongino was in favor of releasing this video until it stirred up controversy. Bongino's a smart guy. I doubt he looked at this video and was like, "Oh, dude, that proves that everything the government was saying was right." The 11 hours shows nothing. The minute gone likely also shows nothing. You know why? Because it's not his fucking cell. It doesn't show his cell. It doesn't show his cell. And even if it did show his cell, I wouldn't believe it in the first place. Because why are we seeing it 5 years after everything? It doesn't make sense. Why are we seeing the video that supposedly didn't exist 5 years now? If it doesn't even show anything. It barely shows anybody. And then it certainly doesn't show any crimes being committed. So why did it take so long to be released? My theory on it is still that it's fake. It's a completely fake video, or AI, which would still be fake. So, but regardless, and let's say it is real. Is real. Let's say that the video is in fact real. I still think it's irrelevant because it's not even in an area that would matter. So, anyway. The Justice Department's memo included a 10-hour video from outside the Epstein cell. Yeah, no one cares. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanc says that Bongino and Patel both signed off on the memo. What's funny is if he had this little spat on Wednesday, why did he come into work Thursday? Why did he stay at work Wednesday? Why did he choose Friday? I feel like he just wanted an early week. Like, this is all just fake BS. Fake BS. Fake and gay. Fake and gay. Our government sucks. It's all a bunch of fake gay BS. I don't have my goals up. Oops. I have my goals at the bottom. Only 3 likes in the video, guys? What the hizzle? What the straight hizzle? I'm 1 follower away from 550, and then I'll up it to 600. And I'm $13 away from my 150 goal for Rumble Rants. Remember, guys, if you haven't heard already, I'm trying to get money for my girlfriend's birthday next month, early next month, and I would like to do something special for her. So help me out if you can. If you can't, that's fine. Just like, share the video if you want to. And then we're close to all of the goals. Really, the like goal gets reset every video, but all of the goals continue on. We're close to on all of them. Really cool. Is there anything else substantial in here? No. Let's jump to another story. Let's go back to my desk. Back to the desk. Back to the desk. Guaranteed a like from me when I watch. Thank you, Fishy. Much appreciated. And I know Killing It liked the video. He's the biggest fan. Do you think it's multiple names that are trying to cover it up? Or do you think it's just one person in particular? I don't know they would hold back for any one person, but if so, who the F is it? Who the F is that important? I think it's what they were talking about on Timcast last night and what has been talked about on all the shows. I think Trump and all these other people are worried that releasing these files, not only, they may be implicated themselves. Well, let's say Trump is completely not on the list, nothing to do with it. His name does show up on it, but it's irrelevant, whatever. What they're actually worried about in reality, what would be my sense, because I agree with what they were saying on Timcast, they're worried that releasing this list would destabilize enough places, either in the United States or globally, that they don't want to be the ones to hit the button. So like Tim Pool said last night, it could be that Trump was given the list and it's names of prime ministers, princes, world leaders, leaders of companies, owners of major businesses. Like, it could be just... It could be massive implications. It could be 2/3 of Congress. That happens where you release a list where, like, hey, this is a list of known pedophiles, and they are the tops of industry and world leaders. And like I said, Trump could have been like, oh, I hit this button and everything destabilizes. And maybe Trump doesn't want to be the person that hits that button. And they like Tim said last night, they gave it to Kash Patel and they gave it to Dan Bongino, and that's why you see it in their eyes when they're answering questions at the interview, because their eyes are like, I see hellfire and death upon us if I answer that what's actually on these files. Me personally, I would still release them. Let's see. Fishy said, if that is the case, effing push the button then. Let it all fall. I agree. Like I said yesterday, and like I've been saying all week, if the world is built upon and ruled by a pedophilic ring that wants to steal and destroy your children mentally and physically, yeah, that's a world I would like to see in ruin, and we can just rebuild from the ashes at that point. If it turns out to be that deep, yeah. Don't excite me with a good time. A whole new Congress, lol. Hit that reset button, baby. Let's go. Who knows, man? Who knows? Before we move on to the next story, it is Friday. Let's see what kind of ads does Rumble want to give me? What kind of ads does Rumble want to give me? If it's that Blockbuster Health, I'm not doing it. That Blockbuster Health one's a weird ad. It said I had ads, and now there's no ads. Pat, joke's on you, Rumble. I'm not doing an ad read. You offered one, and then there wasn't one. How could you do this to me? Could you? Let's see. What other stories do I want to talk about? Do I want to jump to the stories about ICE and stuff like that? Guess I already brought it up. All right. What's going on here? This happened late yesterday. And then this is Reuters reporting on it updated up to 5 hours ago. So there were immigration raids in California. Looks like they're going after cannabis nurseries, and it is now sparking protest. In summary from Reuters, it looks like ICE, National Guard have raided 2 licensed marijuana nurseries. Glass House Farms says it has complied with ICE search warrants. Cannabis company says ICE also visited its facilities in June. Excuse me. Protests grow after images of raids spread on social media. Farm sector has warned deportations could cripple food supply. I'm fine with that. If the farm sector relies on illegal labor, I'm fine with it crippling. That's something people are gonna have to come to terms with. Protests grow after images of raids spread on social media. Yeah, people are protesting probably because they're going after marijuana and because there's a lot of illegals here. I don't like that they're going after marijuana farms unless they're unlicensed. Then yeah, sure, go after them. But the federal government does this a lot in California. Weed is still federally illegal. It's still a Schedule I substance. So the federal government will still come down here into California and go raid places from time to time, and I'm not cool with that. That's fucked up. I talked about it yesterday and earlier in the week. 1 in 10 people believe that marijuana should still be illegal. So the government is upholding the law for 1 in 10 people. Not to say that I want rule by majority, rule by the masses, but we as a society have collectively agreed that marijuana is generally okay. So I don't think the federal government should be going after places. But again, if it's unlicensed or they're employing illegals, absolutely go after them, please. Faster. Do it quicker. Immigration and Customs Enforcement accompanied by National Guard troops in a military-style vehicle turned up to 2 locations operated by Glass House Farms, one in Santa Barbara County in Carpinteria, about 90 miles northwest of Los Angeles, and one in Ventura County, community of Camarillo, about 50 miles from LA. Glass House Farms, which bills itself as one of the fastest-growing vertically integrated cannabis companies in the United States, said on X that its greenhouse sites were visited today by ICE officials. Oh, Schnitzel! Killing it sense with the $10 Rumble rant. Oh my goodness. $10, that good way to start the Friday stream. Thank you, buddy. Well, actually, we're almost a third of the way through it. Damn, we're already a third of the way through the stream. Let me catch up on the chat. Let me get that Rumble rant real quick. Killing it sense, $10 Rumble rant. If you hit the like button, like you do your wife or your girlfriend, you only have to do it once to get the point across. Thank you, Killing It Sense. What he's saying, guys, is you don't have to hit the like button multiple times like you do your girlfriend or your wife. You just hit it once, and the point gets right across. Just gotta hit it the once. We like to have fun here at Tyler Today News. Anyway, what was I saying? What was the chat saying? I also want a reset. Would prefer a giant asteroid, but will accept a button press. I would not prefer an asteroid, but thank you for your 2 cents. Shitty gov. Let's see. Thank you again, Killing It Sense. Greatly appreciated, man. Look at that. We're gonna be $3 off from the goal. Someone send in a $5 rant or something, or send in 3. What you could do, right? If you want to be funny with it, don't send in $5. Just send in 3 $1 Rumble rants and say something funny in each one. I don't know. Do some dad jokes or look up some dad jokes and just copy paste them. But someone get us to the goal. We can't have $3 off from the goal. But for the whole rest of the stream, that'll be ridiculous. Someone help me out here. Killing It Sense, you're not allowed to do a Rumble rant though. You already did $10. I appreciate it though. But okay, where was I at? So, an attorney representing clients who work at the Glass House said both of the company's nurseries had been previously visited by ICE in June. National Guard troops were with ICE when they arrived at the property Thursday morning. One local television station reported about 100 farm workers were detained in the immigration sweep prior to the protest, and that the tear gas was fired at crowds during an encounter with federal agents. Local TV footage from the scene of one standoff showed protesters yelling and gesturing angrily at armed uniformed federal agents wearing helmets and face masks blocking traffic with yellow crime scene tape strung across the road. Asked for information or comment on the situation, a spokesperson for the Department of Homeland Security, parent company agency of ICE, replied by email, DHS law enforcement is executing a warrant at a marijuana facility. Our brave officers will continue to enforce the law. If they have a warrant, I mean, they're there for a reason, right? I would hope. I would, unless it's a bogus warrant. Thank you guys. I love the emojis in the chat. Carpintera U.S. Representative Salud Carbajal, a California Democrat, said he was denied access to the scene of the raid while seeking to exercise his oversight authority as a member of Congress. And that company officials later told him 10 workers were taken into custody on that location. Look, dude, you're a member of Congress, but you cannot show up on an active scene where they're detaining people. You can watch from afar if you're not interfering with duties, but no, dude, you cannot insert yourself into the situation. That is not a part of your oversight duties. You can get out of here with that. Yes, allow him to remain in the area and conduct oversight, literally supervising. But no, you cannot get involved in, like, go put hands on people. You can't do that. Which is likely what he was trying to do, and being prevented from doing so. So, if he was being prevented from exercising his oversight duty, that just, what they're saying there is that he wasn't allowed to get, like, within 5 feet of them. Oh no. More than 50 ICE agents took part in the operation there with the crowd control. So what's interesting here is they absolutely neglected to mention that there was a fucking shooting that took place here. Can I find? Okay, hang on. I gotta be careful. Let's go back to the desk. Back to the office. We're back in the office, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let me go find the video of this shooting. There was literally a fucking shooting. Shooting in California at ICE. Shooting in California at ICE. Okay, yeah. A local news helicopter catches moment. Anti-ICE protester appears to draw a weapon and shoot at federal ICE agents currently making arrest of illegal migrant farm workers in Camarillo. Reuters. Shame on you, Reuters. What the fuck, dude? How do you not mention that? How do you not mention this? Look at this. Protester appears to fire weapon at federal agents during immigration raid.
Take a look at this video right here. It appears a protester fired some kind of gun at federal agents. This happened this afternoon. It was a really chaotic scene at the time. A lot of smoke.
Just firing chaotically over people's heads.
It appears a protester fired back with that
They're throwing
weapon.
tear gas.
It looks like he
This guy
fired at
opened
least
fire,
a couple
though.
of
We don't know if
times.
he's a citizen or not. He has a firearm.
Being hurt.
And even then, he's in California. You're not even supposed to be able to carry a weapon like this in California, whether open carry or concealed. Not that I'm in favor of that law, but this guy's firing at federal authorities. This is an invasion, dude. This is a fucking invasion. And when are people going to realize that? As long as I can keep doing my comic book dubs to entertain people, I'm all for a reset. You do comic book dubs, Fishy? That sounds cool. $50,000 reward for the shooter. If anyone is aware of who this may be, contact Homeland Security. Well, there you go. If anyone has any information leading to this individual's arrest, please contact authorities. That idiot could have dinged random people. Yuppers. Dude, yeah, look, we'll watch it again.
This video right here, it appears a protester fired.
Look at that. He's firing. He was firing over other people's heads. There's other people fleeing. There's other people right there. He's firing over their head.
Fired some kind of gun at federal agents. This happened this afternoon.
That is absolutely an improper use of a firearm. Terrible. Riot grandmas for J6. Protesters fires at ICE officers for a national insurrection. Nobody hates the mainstream news media enough. They deserve a giant asteroid also. Dude, that's what I mean. Reuters, why is this not at the top of your fucking headline? Immigration raids on California cannabis nursery sparked protests? No, motherfucker, it sparked a goddamn shooting. It sparked a rioter or a protesters, whoever this individual is, farm worker, whoever. Do better. Do better. What the fuck, dude? I'm just some guy on the internet. I don't even I don't make enough money from this to even pay the bills, guys. And I am doing better investigative work from people who have legitimate fucking jobs doing this. I would love to be a reporter that just sits there and half-ass reports shit. Actually, that's fucking wrong, because that's degenerate as shit. I would hope to never become that. Point being, I would love to make this my job where I can report on things. But you have people like this who actually have the job and don't report on things accurately. It's literally their job to report on things, and they can't fucking do it. Or they refuse to, regardless of what the answer is. Fuck them. Sorry, it pisses me off. I say they would be, but California law would F them bad. Let's see. If Good Samaritan was there and shot that guy shooting at ICE, would they be justified? I would say 100% yes, Shitty Gov. Depending, right? Like, the guy pulls his gun out and he has his gun drawn. I would say about, like, once he's putting it away, then no, right? There's a line. It's hard. He does still have the gun, and if it's a hard answer. Ultimately, yes. Ultimately, yes. But the context would greatly depend. It would greatly depend on the context. That is why I keep coming back to watch your stuff, Tyler. Thank you, Fishy. I try to report things accurately, and I'll say this for those of you who haven't heard me say it before. I consider myself currently conservative Republican. I will vote Republican, but by no means am I loyal to any conservative. Am I loyal to any Republican? Nor am I loyal to any party, for that matter. I am on the side that I believe holds truth. And if Democrats all of a sudden pop a 180 and start spouting truth again, well, not that they did in my lifetime anyway, but if they start spouting truth, I would vote Democrat. I'm not loyal to any party. I'm just want what's best for people, and I just want facts. I just want the facts of our world. I want the truth reported, and I want good things for everyone as much as we can. It's not achievable to have good things for everyone, but the maximum amount of good is what I want. However we can get there. We all have different ideas on how to get there, and I'm open to hear those different ideas. Anyway, let me go back to my desk, because I want to pull up the next part of the story, because we're not done talking about the immigration stuff. Because how disgusting is it not to report on that? But even more disgusting, of course, we're doing some internet surfing today. I'd say it's justified, but we all know they'd arrest and lock up the hero for life, if not outright kill him. Again, it would greatly depend, Shitty Gov. It would greatly depend. I understand what you're saying, though, absolutely. Anyway, wait, what's going on here? Okay, that's my stream down there is a little delayed. What was I gonna do? We're gonna go back to the screen here because I want to surf through Gavin Newsom's stuff. Let's see. We'll just surf through his. We prosecute criminals that break child labor laws. You make the kids pose for photos, tear gas them, and promote laws like this. Okay, well, let's see what he's saying first. Okay, wait. We gotta go back through the whole thread. Oh, geez. Okay. Well, actually, didn't I have this pulled up? Okay, I actually did have this pulled up. So let's go. We'll go back. And then Newsom posted this, and he said, "Kids running from tear gas, crying on the phone because their mother was just taken from the fields. Trump calls me new scum, but he's the real scum." Well, even Reuters, who failed to report the shooting, even they mentioned that they had a warrant for this. So there was nothing wrong being done here. The National Guard was sent in with ICE because of the sheer amount of people that they were going to have to handle. But if you're what's funny is that a lot of Democrats are saying that these kids weren't working on the field, but then like why are the kids there at the farm? It doesn't make sense. Anyway, let's see the clip that he's sharing. Loud as hell. Oh my god, the kids! Oh no! Yeah, why are the kids there? Why are there kids there?
Do not panic, do not run! Do not run! Stay calm! They took your mom?
They took your mom? Well, guess what, buddy? If your mom's an American citizen, she has nothing to worry about. If your mom is an American citizen, she has nothing to worry about. Is what it is, man. We all got a big white pill when Kyle Rittenhouse was freed. I did not see that coming, so maybe I'd be wrong about it. I mean, there have been good things to come out of California recently regarding gun stuff, but there's also been bad things. So I don't know. It just kind of depends. This is the most appalling thing you've posted yet. You're seriously presenting a video of ICE dispersing a field where children are being used as slave labor and framing it as cruelty, while casting yourself as morally superior. This is child slavery, and you're upset it's being stopped. And you're considered the Democrat frontrunner in 2028. I can't even respond with sarcasm or wit. Stop being evil. And then, so I really liked this thread. It says, every kid here is wearing normal clothes, not any sort of work clothes that would allow for farmings. You know this. You know you're lying. You do it anyways. The most disgraceful, unashamedly dishonest account on X. What the fuck is work clothing that would allow for farming? Multiple sources have reported there were children working at the facility. Stop supporting child slave labor. Stop being evil. Multiple sources, you absolute liar. You can clearly see, clearly as day, the children are wearing school clothes like jeans and getting gassed by ICE. Tear gassed, to be specific. You're running cover for gassing children, tear gassing. The purest expression of evil, failing to defend children to preserve your own fame. And then I just like this one right here. It says, you really think they provide children work clothes? You really think jeans make it impossible to farm? Exactly. It's just, it's a stupid ass argument. But as far as what they're saying here, let's see. Let me go back to my desk. I keep saying like an autistic person. Oh no, that's an insult to autistic person. My bad. I'm far dumber than that. I apologize. What was I? Yeah, see, I'm so dumb. I already forgot I was gonna look up. CA raids child labor farms. Okay, let's see what we get. Evil said in Mermaid Man's old voice. Work clothes for farming. See, I already knew what you were doing. If on foot, boots, jeans, t-shirt or long sleeve, and a hat, that's what I usually wear. Yeah, all the clothes that these kids were wearing in all the videos we've seen so far, I put them away now, but you can go back. Like, you can work in all those clothes that they had, so it's whatever. Washington Post. No, that costs money. I'm looking for within the last week, not from a while ago. Hang on a minute. The Los Angeles Times. Oh, KTLA 5 News. Oh, here we go. Okay, so KTLA has got the reporting on it. Let's read this. See what they say. You could say like in between every other word, like other Californian LMAO. Don't pot farmers wear tie-dyes and flip-flops? LOL. No, not the farmers. That's the shop owners. Nary a tie-dye on that farm. Probably paid actors. No, I disagree, Shitty. You're thinking of the actual shops. You're thinking of the brick-and-mortar stores. Anyway. Undocumented minors. Undocumented minors found during raid on Ventura County cannabis farm, DHS says. Federal immigration agents, assisted by members of the National Guard, carried out raids at 2 Southern California cannabis farms. arresting dozens, including undocumented minors, in an operation that drew several hundred protesters and violent clashes with officers. The immigration sweeps, one at Glass House Farms in Camarillo and another about 35 miles up the coast at another Glass House facility in Carpinteria, unfolded simultaneously at around 8:30 a.m. In Camarillo, video from Sky 5 showed a large federal law enforcement presence in the fields, with agents detaining workers as several hundred protesters began gathering. United States Attorney Bill Esile confirmed the operation in post to X. Federal agents are executing a search warrant at this marijuana farm. Agents have already arrested multiple individuals for impeding this operation and will continue to make arrests. Do not interfere. You will be arrested and charged with a federal offense. Exactly. You don't mess with a... It was a joke, Tyler, though. I've never been to a pot store. Well, that's fair. Anyway. The FBI has issued a $50,000 reward for information leading to the conviction of an unknown subject who appeared to fire a pistol at federal law enforcement near Camarillo. The shooting occurred. So KTLA has got the good story on this one. This is Newsom's, California. Yeah, I mean, so 5 people, according to the Los Angeles Times, were taken to the hospital. Solely to provide medical aid, has no connection with any federal immigration enforcement action. So looks like 5 people were sent to the hospital, but it had nothing to do with ICE. Interesting. During the operation, Congressman attempted to enter the area, but was denied access. He released a statement. Okay, well, yeah, you can watch from a distance. And if there's, like, ongoing protest and they're trying to clear people from the area, you riling up the crowd is not going to help. Let's see. DHS officials reposted a video originally put on X by Governor Gavin Newsom in which he refers to President Trump's new scum nickname for the governor and then calls the president the real scum. So we just looked at that one. So they were finding, the multiple sources are saying that they were finding undocumented children at these farms, though. Or at least within the group of protesters. So, sucks to suck. Here's some breaking news. 10 juveniles were... Oh, okay, so look at this. Look, Border Patrol Commissioner right here. Here's some breaking news. 10 juveniles were found at this marijuana facility, all illegal aliens, 8 of them unaccompanied. It's now under investigation for child labor violations. This is Newsom's, California. Wow. So, unaccompanied, meaning they didn't have parents that are here. Interesting. It's interesting. And also the kid on the phone crying, they should go and find him. See if he's a citizen or not. And even if he is, if he can't take care of himself, he should go back with his mom. These are juveniles found in the marijuana facility, almost all unaccompanied, one as young as 14. California, are you ready to partner with us to stop child exploitation? I mean, they don't seem under duress. Look, they seem happy to pose for the photo. Like, happily kneeling down. You think if they were forced to take the photo, they'd be kneeling like this? They'd be a lot more restrained, I would tell you, if they weren't so willing. They were at least willing to take the picture. But, of course, you have Newsom saying that you just have them posed up. Let's see. We prosecute criminals that break child labor laws. You make the kids pose for photos, tear gas them, and promote laws like this. So let's see. CNN, Arkansas governor signs bill rolling back child labor protections. Don't you just love the titles of things? What does that mean? What does that have to do with anything? Literally no context. We don't know what it's... Irrelevant. Fucking irrelevant. In fact, you know what might be funny? What was this? March 8th, 2020? Fucking 2 years ago. Okay, Arkansas... Okay, here, let's see. Arkansas... Oh, wait. Governor signs bill rolling back child labor laws. Let's see. Let's see. What do we got? What did he say? Okay. Republican Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders signed a bill into law this week that rolls back a number of child labor protections across the state, including a measure that required employees to obtain work certificates for children under the age of 16. The governor believes protecting kids is the most important, but this permit was an arbitrary burden on parents to get permission from the government for their child to get a job. Sanders spokesperson Alexander Henning said in a statement, all child labor laws that actually protect children still apply, and we expect businesses to comply just as they are required to do now. Previously, minors under the age of 16 needed to verify their age and get the written consent of a parent or guardian before a work certificate could be issued by the state's Division of Labor. Okay, yeah, fuck that. That's fucking stupid. So she signed a thing to get rid of government bloat that was completely unfucking necessary. If why is it that I have to get permission from not only my parent, then me and my parent have to get a document and then present it to the government and say, oh, please, government, can I please work? I would like to go and work and earn money for myself. Can I please do that? Fuck you. Fucking stupid. Fucking stupid. Of course. Fucking stupid. Kids should work. Kids not working is what caused a lot of this cultural problems in the United States. Go mow lawns. Play Fortnite when you're finished with your chores. Little ishes have no respect anymore. Dude, you should constantly be encouraging kids to work and learn things and learn how to do things with their hands, do things with their mind. You should constantly be encouraging that. Constantly being encouraging kids to work for themselves too. We have way too many followers nowadays. I mean, you guys should follow the channel. That's not what I'm talking about. What I mean is we have way too many people that won't do things for themselves and they rely on the government. But no, of course this is what this is about, and Gavin Newsom takes it out of context. Let me just take a screenshot. Screenshot that. And then let's see. I'm gonna repost this. Or actually, here, I'm gonna leave a comment. Oh no, Arkansas no longer has to ask the government for their kids to be allowed to get a job. How terrible. Like, literally. Oh, here, and then because he failed to link it, let me link it for everybody. There you go. Go follow me on X, guys, if you want to go see the things I post. Based. Anyone in chat from Arkansas? How's the duck hunting down there? Ooh, duck hunting sounds fun. I've never been. That does sound fun, though. But yeah, so, oh no, Arkansas no longer has to ask the government for their kids to be allowed to get a job. How terrible. And then I sent in the previously, minors under the age of 16 needed to verify their age and get the written consent of a parent or guardian before a work certificate could be issued by the state's Division of Labor, but known as the Youth Hiring Act of 2023, which passed the Arkansas Senate state legislature earlier this month, no longer requires youth under the age of 16 to have that work certificate as a condition of their employment. There you go. They still have all of their other laws. Oh no. What are the other amazing examples that Newsom has for us? Let's see. DeSantis has a solution to Florida's labor shortage. Teenagers. Teenagers should be allowed to work. What job are we talking about? Are we talking about them working on oil rigs and shit? And we're probably talking about them doing newspaper routes. Like, really? Lawmaker rollback protections amid rising child safety violations in Indiana. Okay, well, I could pull that one up too, probably. Iowa bill relaxing back child labor laws spark outrage. This is just crazy. I mean, I could pull up the other ones too, but just that first one alone is egregious enough. If that's his first example, I doubt the other ones are that much more significant. And even then, what kind of argument is this where you're like, oh yeah, well, what about these other states? yeah, you don't like how my state handles things? Well, what about stupid, man. Fucking stupid. Yo, Fishy started following me. Oh, I gotta follow you back, Fishy. That's for sure a follow back. All right, there we go. Go follow Fishy on X, guys. Look, wait, here you go. Go follow Fishy. Fishy228 on X. Go follow Fishy. Stop motion amateur, Transformers fan. All hail, what is that? You are a fish. This is the way. This is the way. Sorry, Fishy. Don't mean to put you on blast. But you pop. I'm internet surfing today. The Fridays are gonna be internet surfing. So, but whatever pops up, I might talk about. You gotta be careful. Anyway, what else is Gavin News talking about? Teenagers can run registers, tractors, work cattle, carry heavy things, shingle roofs, all sorts of stuff. I know because I was one once. Exactly. The kids should 100% be allowed to work if they're physically able. I don't understand this thing where like, oh no, you're putting kids to work. Oh, if kids want to work or if parents want their kids to work and you're not hurting them in any way and you're not being cruel to them physically or mentally, you should absolutely allow the kid to work. If they're just working at a register, counting money, you know how good that is for their developing mind to sit there and work with money all day? That's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing for a kid. You're complicit by possession? What do you mean, Valiant Thor? I just saw your chat. I don't know if that was just put in there or if you're complicit by possession. Not sure what you mean. Anyway, let's see. Oh wait, are you talking about the? You might be talking about the Epstein stuff. I don't know. You're gonna have to elaborate there, Valiant. Anyway, let's go back to what they were talking about over here. What were they talking about? So prosecute criminals, break child labor laws. Thanks, Tyler. I don't mind having my audience grow. We all need some normie content as a palate cleaner. There you go. Like I said, go follow Fishy. Let's see. Sir is rich for Fox News and the Trump admin to point to a campaign donation for Democrats when in fact the CEO is a Trump supporter who donated to my recall and has given to more Republicans. What are they talking about? President of Glasshouse Farms, which had 2 cannabis farms raided by ICE and Border Patrol, has donated thousands of dollars to Democrats in California, including $10,000 to Governor Gavin Newsom in 2018. Let's see. Wait, what? The president of Glasshouse Farms, and then he says the CEO. So the president is a Democrat, but the CEO is a Trump supporter. Okay. Oh yeah. Well, what about this? Pam Bondi didn't just see names; she saw blueprints of how the world really works. I mean that's possible, Valiant Thor, but again, if you go back earlier, I talked about it earlier, Valiant, or that was earlier in the stream. I still think they're just using Bondi as a scapegoat. And even if the world crashes and burns with the release, I don't care. Let's see. Oh, I love this. What is this? Don't California my South Carolina. So he said, so you don't want lower homicide rates. Well, yeah, lower homicide rates if you don't prosecute or if you don't find them. Haha. Lower gun death rates because you won't let people have guns, but crime rates are still up. Lower taxes for working families. That's just fucking wrong. Lower maternity mortality rates. I can't speak to that. Higher GDP. That's because we have a lot of people here. Higher wages. That's because you keep artificially raising the wages with a minimum wage. Higher life expectancy. Can't speak to that. Free pre-kindergarten. Is that not free in other states? Free community college. That's not exactly a plus. Free school meals. The school meals are garbage. It wasn't long ago that I was eating them. I'm only 24. And total domination in every major industry. That's not true at all. Time for a bathroom break, Nance. Newsom is just so disgusting. Of course I condemn any assault on law enforcement, you shit poster. Now do January 6th. There were no assaults on, no protesters were shooting at cops, clown shoes. The only people shooting on J6 were Capitol Police at protesters and I should know because if you guys haven't seen it already, I'm gonna pull it. I gotta plug it here. We're just hanging out. We're just hanging out today, guys. Hanging out. I gotta plug it here. Let's find it. Let's find it. Go to playlist. You guys. I don't know if you know this, because this happened very on before I even really started streaming. This was a pre-record. I did an interview with a J6er. If you guys didn't know. If you didn't know, now you know. I did an interview with a J6er earlier this year, and you guys should go and check that out over the weekend. This is an excellent time for you guys to go and check that out. You can go and watch it on YouTube. It's also on Rumble. I'll plug it here on YouTube just because it's easier to find. I had it in a playlist. But here, Joshua Matthew Black, full interview, peaceful January 6th protester that was shot unjustly. It says repost, because I did repost it once, and then here's this one. Valiant, let's see. Bongino and Patel wanted to burn the whole thing down until they realized the fire would consume everyone they loved first, and so the lions fell silent. Have a blessed night. That's what a lot of people say, Valiant. If you watch Tim Cast, and you also have a blessed night. Thank you. Thanks for stopping in and chatting. But if you watched Tim Cast last night, they were talking about it, and there's way too many people involved in this situation for it to just be like, oh, but they threaten their family. Like, there has to be someone at some point that's like, even if it affects my family, I don't care. I'm releasing it. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, yeah, guys, you should go check out this interview. Amazing interview. First thing, I've never done anything like this before. This is now 5 months ago. It doesn't feel like that long ago. Joshua's such an amazing guy. Over 2 hour long interview, just a one-on-one, him and I talking about J6 and just how it affected him. Amazing guy. Highly, highly, highly recommend you guys go check that out. Again, I'm showing YouTube. It is available on Rumble if you refuse to use YouTube, because I understand that completely. But here's the link if you guys want to add that to your watch later. I again, highly recommend it. Amazing interview to listen to over the weekend. Anyway, let's get back to Newsom's X account. So yeah, he's likening this guy shooting to J6, of course. Kids running from tear gas. Yeah, because there's child labor, child slave labor. I mean, what? Ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. Thank you, everybody coming in. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We're halfway to the 10 likes. We're trying to get 10 likes before the end of the stream. Thank you to Killing It Sense. He sent in a $10 Rumble rant earlier. If you guys look at the bottom down below, I'm $3 away from the goal. Guys, don't let me go into the weekend with $3 off from the goal. I'm gonna be streaming more later, but come on. This is the primary show. I know you guys got me. We got 30 minutes left in the show. I know someone will do it. It's okay. I'm not worried. Anyway, let me go back to my desk. What's this notification I got? Oh, it's people liking my reply to the governor. Lovely. What did I do? I had this other story. Oh, wait, what's this? What happened? Oh, what's this?
Where's my money, bitch?
Oh, Shitty Gov got me. There we go. Tyler, damn it, take all of my money. Should try duck hunting sometime. Come down to NE and you can go with me and the boys. We have a good time and private land with a small river we own and hunt on. Dude, that sounds amazing. That would be freaking I would love to do that. I'm down. You can do a little bit of hunting in California, despite what a lot of people might think. California, regarding the laws, hasn't seemed to figure out that pellet guns exist. And those can be quite destructive. So you can still go hunting with pellet guns, basically anywhere where people aren't, which is a lot of places. For example, I went fishing with my friend like a week ago. We got out of the car. There was a rabbit right by the car. Pulls the pellet gun out of the car. Fucking headshots the thing. And then we walk down to our fishing spot, set up. My friend, kid you not, barehanded, Red Dead Redemption style, fucking skinned this rabbit and then cooked it right there on his little portable cooker. Delicious. Anyway. Oh, okay. Responding to Big Tall Redneck. Big Tall Redneck, he got a massive raid from the quartering earlier. I was watching the quarter and hanging out. doing whatever it is I do in the morning. And the quarter was looking for people to raid, and he couldn't find no one. So I started spamming Big Tall Redneck, and I got him that raid. So I'm glad he had a good morning. The guy deserved it. And thank you so much to you guys for helping me hit my Rumble rant goal. Thank you so much, Shitty Gov. Thank you, Killing It Sense. The support from you guys is really amazing. So amazing. I love you guys. So awesome. We need to work on those likes though. What's up with the likes? What can I do to earn the likes from you guys? Is there something that I can do to earn the like from you guys that I'm not currently earning? Let's see. What do I want to up the goal to? I usually just up it $10 every time. We'll just up it another $10. Up it another $10. Now it is at 160. Thank you guys. Thank you. Awesome. Let's see. Okay, I was looking for Big Tall Redneck. There we go. Shout out Big Tall Redneck. Look at this. Oh yeah, he got massive followers. He got at least another 100 or more followers this morning than what he had. Hell yeah, man. Look at that. Oh, almost 2,000 views. Hell yeah, dude. Hells to the yeah. Congrats, man. Congrats to Big Tall Redneck. If you guys like gaming content on Rumble, I suggest you go and check him out. Cool guy. He plays Helldivers and stuff. I need to play Helldivers with him. We should. I need to DM him. We'll collaborate on that. What's called? In fact, I will DM him right now. And then what is this? Okay. Hang on. Let me go back to my desk because there is one story that I did want to pull up. Let me go back to X though. I can like once per vid. Like donating to the Democracy Space Station and Helldivers, they won't let me do more. I understand, Fishy. The one is all I need from you. The one is all I need. I'm asking the people that haven't given it to me yet. I'm asking the people that haven't liked the video. What could I do to earn that like? That's what I'm asking. Anyway, let me message Big Tall Redneck because I want to let him know that I would love to play. We need to do a Helldiver stream together sometime. All right. Let's go to the next story. We got about 30 minutes left in the show today, guys. 30 minutes left of the show. Today's been fun. I think I'm gonna start doing this on Friday. We'll just be surfing the internet, hanging out. Who else is live right now? Joey's still live? What's Joey doing? Let's go stream snipe Joey. We're surfing the internet today. We're stream sniping.
Still find it, but I'm impressed.
Message him. Stream sniping.
This only true
Let's see what's Joey. If you guys haven't followed Outworld Live yet, I mean, what are you doing? Go follow Outworld Live. Here, I'll link to his stream. He's playing Expedition 33. You guys want to go check him out?
and that means stopping the final
I'm not ending yet. I'm just stream sniping Joey. He's just texting on his phone.
Tyler is stream sniping me.
Oh, now he acknowledges me.
Remind them to give spoilers, Tyler. So if they haven't played this game yet.
Yeah, if you guys haven't played Expedition 33, the spoilers. He's pretty far in the game. So I don't know what just happened. Oh, now it's frozen for me. What happened?
Tyler is stream sniping me.
Did my internet just like crap out? What happened? Is it fine now?
Remind them to give spoilers, Tyler. So if they haven't played this game yet,
Yeah.
tell them spoilers.
Spoilers for Expedition 33, guys. Okay, we'll move off it. But yeah, go follow Joey, guys. Go follow Joey. Anyway, this is the story that I wanted to pull up next because this doesn't affect me. Well, actually, it could. But if it does, I think it'd be more positively. I mean, I do use AI stuff. Don't get me wrong. I like my fair share of AI music. I am not as talented as I would like to be in the department of music. So it is a tough thing. Damn, I'm getting offers for shows today. I have so many things I want to do. Fridays are my busiest days. Where'd that come from? Anywho, Fridays are my busiest days. Fridays are by far my busiest. I streamed this morning. I'm streaming now. I'm going to do another stream here soon of South Park. Gonna go get some food first. I need to do laundry. I got a few chores I gotta do. You know how it is. Anyway, let's actually get to the story. That's what you guys are here for. YouTube may not pay for low effort videos. New creator monetization rules explained. YouTube is gearing up to take action against mass-produced, repetitious, or inauthentic content starting July 15th. So we are going to get that in less than a week, about half a week. So YouTube has always pushed its creators to create original, engaging, and informative content, especially more so if they are a part of the YouTube Partner Program and are actively making money through the monetization of videos. However, the video giant will update its partner program monetization policy starting as soon as 15th of July to discourage creators from posting unoriginal, inauthentic content. No more mass-produced, inauthentic content if YouTube creators want monetization. In an official policy update, YouTube said that in order to monetize as part of the YouTube Partner Program, it has always required creators to upload original and authentic content. The company has now made it clear that starting the 15th of July, YouTube is updating our guidelines to better identify mass-produced and repetitive content. This update better reflects what inauthentic content looks like today. So, what could this affect? What I assume that this is gonna affect. Oh, Tom Finman reposted the stream. Thanks, Tom. What's up? How's it going? I'm assuming you're lurking. Appreciate it, homie. But what this will likely affect, besides AI, because AI is going to be a massive problem for creators like myself. I mean, how am I going to beat an AI to the news? They can read faster than me. They can produce content quicker than me. So it's impossible. And YouTube, like they're saying here, they're for original content. They want people making original content. Yep, I be lurking. I appreciate it, Finman. I saw that you reposted. I got the notification on my phone. I appreciate it, dude. But this could also affect reaction channels as well. Because it says, having said that, YouTube has not clearly defined what it means by mass-produced, repetitive, or inauthentic content, but reportedly, YouTube could be referring to videos that are generally based on set templates, video generated by using AI tools, and others wherein some creators copy a lot of other creators' original work and put a low-effort spin on it. So that basically, yeah, reaction, AI, or videos that are just low effort in general, where they're not really doing anything. Like, if I just sat here and said a bunch of nonsense like I do every day, why would you sit here and listen? No, I'm joking. I think it's different for people like me, because Joey was a little bit concerned in the initial reading of stuff like this. And sure, there might be some concern there, but I think my content is transformative enough. I make my own backgrounds, sure, with AI, but I make my own stuff. I transform it in my own way. I have my own stuff that I make for everything. I have my own way that I project everything. I'm making my own content. I am making my own content. I'm laying out my own shows. I'm taking time out of my day to lay out the show and make things. I make thumbnails. There's a lot that goes into the show behind the scenes. I'm sure you've heard other creators talk about it. There is a lot. There's a lot more than the hour and a half that I sit here. There's a lot more that goes into it than that. Some days are more than others. Today, not as much work was put into it because I wanted to try something new. I wanted to just kind of hang out and see what was in the news with you guys. It's a Friday. See you later, Shitty Gov. Shitty Gov, wait, do I have the old man walking out emote still? Did I get rid of that one? Oh man, I think that one was on the chopping block. Sorry. That's fine. You've got the Homer Simpson. I'll do the Pedro dancing raccoon. There we go. Anyway, but yeah, no, this is really good. I think this is good. This is ultimately good. Like I said, it may affect me, but if it does, I would think that it would affect me positive. At large, this could disencourage creators from actively relying on AI tools to create their videos, especially those who keep spamming the website with multiple videos. This is commonly seen in genres like gaming, wherein some creators can create faceless gaming channels and post a lot of gameplay with AI-generated voices and characters. What happens to virtual YouTubers? Well, earlier this week, we posted how virtual YouTubers were making millions by creating channels with virtual avatars. These channels post gameplay videos, but have virtual avatar running on them instead of a face cam. However, these creators mostly do their own voiceovers, and some have reportedly made millions. Yeah, I don't like that content. I think it's just degenerate content, low effort. It's absolutely low effort. You're playing a video game. You don't actually have your camera on. You just have some weird fucking cover. How far off are we from not even the anime figures? Like literally, you could just have me. Like what if you just made a channel and you just had me as your face? Like how far off are we from that? I wonder. Because we could be not far from, we could be seeing Chris from the Quiet Part Pod have a filter where he appears as Tim Pool in his videos. How far off are we from that? Sounds creepy. Just a thought I had. Just a thought. Just a thought I had thunk. Let's see. All right, let's keep reading. This still is up in the air for now because YouTube is yet to describe the exact details of this change, but more should become clear starting the 15th of July when these changes go into effect. Again, YouTube has not mentioned AI-generated videos specifically. It just mentioned repetitious and inauthentic content. So it remains to be seen how this pans out. If this does come to fruition, it would certainly be interesting to see what happens to some of the more popular AI tools in which creators resort to, because if AI-generated videos that make people money are no longer allowed on YouTube, it leaves no incentive for them to actively take out subscriptions for popular AI tools, especially those that help creators generate virtual avatars, audio, and more. That's true. That could have larger effects than just YouTube. Ultimately, I'm fine with it, though. Back to the desk. Back to the desk. This is why I identify as an aquatic creature and not human on Twitter, lol. PETA will aid me when they come for me. There you go. There you go. Well, I don't know if... Does YouTube have rules against non-humans producing content? I guess, well, AI is not anything, so... oh, wait. Oops. I meant to go to Ground News, not Grounded the video game. Oops. What do we have on Ground News? I'll share my screen for this. That's fine. Ground News. Excellent website. Excellent website. Let's see. State Department is firing over 1,300 employees under Trump administration plan. U.S. Post surprise $27 billion budget surplus in June. S&P 500 ends down as tariffs sour sentiment. Homan claims ICE officers don't need probable cause to briefly detain people. Only one reporting from the Hill. Okay.
Yeah, no, the odds are high. I think both sides want to see it happen. Obviously, we have to build the right atmosphere and the right deliverables so that a visit isn't just a visit, but it actually has some takeaways from it that are concrete.
This is irrelevant to the story. Thank you. President Trump's border czar Tom Homan asserted Friday morning on Fox News that federal immigration agents do not need probable cause to detain people for a short period of time. People need to understand ICE, Immigration Customs Enforcement officers and Border Patrol don't need probable cause to walk up to somebody, briefly detain them, and question them. He said they just go through the observation, get articulable facts based on their location, their occupation, their physical appearance, their actions. Homan was speaking in response to a question about an anticipated ruling from a federal judge in Los Angeles that could order the Trump administration to pause immigration raids. The American Civil Liberties Union argued in court that ICE agents were apprehending or questioning Los Angeles residents simply because they looked Latino. The group claimed the stops were not necessarily targeted to immigration because many of the people who were questioned were U.S. citizens. On Fox News, Homan insisted his agents did not need probable cause to briefly detain someone. It's not probable cause, it's reasonable suspicion, citing the standard used for stop and frisk cases. See, so this is the issue. Joey and I have talked about this. I don't want this to turn into like a stop and frisk thing, but I think it's... I don't want it to, but it's going to. It has to, ultimately. I mean, there's no way it doesn't, because I mean, how do you differentiate between a non-citizen and a citizen? Like, they don't look different. You know what I mean? Like, we're called a nation of immigrants. We have so many people here that are from all over. How do you look at them and just go, oh yeah, they're not a citizen? No, that one's not. Like, you have to walk up and talk to the person. And like Holman said, you have to walk up, talk to them, and get context clues, whether it's the way they speak, the way they look, where they are currently, what occupation they claim to have. Like, you sit there and you question them, and from those questions, you can further ascertain as to whether or not they're a citizen, and whether or not you need to take further steps. So, I don't want it to turn into like a stop and frisk thing, but it's, again, one of those things where, like, I think it has to happen. I think it has to happen. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end a little bit early, and just right out to Joey. I'm gonna leave it all to Joey, guys, because I need to go get some food, and it's Friday. It's Friday. I'm gonna end a little bit early. You guys have been freaking fantastic today. Freaking amazing. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. Let's see. I'm gonna go back and read the Rumble rants again because you guys are so freaking amazing. Let's go back to the live chat donations. Let's see. So we got $10 Killing It Sense. Sorry, $10 Rumble rant from Killing It Sense 90 earlier. He said if you hit the like button like you do your wife or your girlfriend, you only have to do it once to get the point across. Remember that, folks. Very important. Sick of Shitty Gov. $5 Rumble rant. Love both of you guys. You guys are amazing. Tyler, damn it. Take all of my money. Should try duck hunting sometime. Come down to NE and you can go with me and the boys. We have a good time and private land with a small river we own and hunt on. Again, Shitty Gov, that sounds absolutely amazing. I would love to go hunting out. Which state is NE again? I'm a little retarded. Message me, Shitty Gov. Message me on Discord. You have my Discord. Anyway, I'm going to raid out to Joey, folks. You guys have yourselves a wonderful time. I'm going to leave you with a song. If you want to stay for the song, feel free to opt out of the raid, but I'm going to send you guys over right now. Later, guys. Opt out if you want to hear my song. Boop. Confirm. Okay, and for those of you that want to hear the song, I'm going to get it up for you right now. Right now. Later, guys. Thanks for the show. Like the video on the way out and let Joey know I sent you. Goodbye.
Behind closed doors, deals are played. Red on blue, same game they bring. Two wings flapping for the same. Damn.